Yo. You hear the Skittles getting eaten?
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Super Saiyan 4, Dan. You know what I mean?
All right, shall I bring us in?
You won't.
Oh, wait for that bass to drop. Hold on. It's coming. It's coming. Ready? Oh! What's happening, folks? It's your boys back again, once again, for another edition of the Daima Post Show. It's your boys. None other than the Full Power Podcast. I'm here with my brother Ooch, as per usual. And here I go. There's me right there. And there's you in the chat. We do see you guys. So thanks again for, as always, tuning in. I do appreciate all the love that if you were watching the Super Magic show earlier today, it was a 4-hour stream. and honestly, it did not even feel like it. Because when you're having fun talking about Dragon Ball, literally, like, the time just, you can get lost. Like, that's how crazy it gets. You feel me? So, I obviously wasn't going to skimp out on our audience because the Thriving Ozarus, they come here for us. You know what I'm saying? We come, and so we got to come here for them. You know what I'm saying? So yes, for anyone that might be brand new to the Daima Post Show, this is your opportunity and your chance to essentially bring your theories, your speculation, your predictions, or anything Dragon Ball Daima related that you might want to talk about. Now is the time. Get your comments in. Of course, as always, if you're really trying to push us further beyond, there's always super chats, and super chats definitely help keep all these lights on and pay for these fucking cameras because it's a pretty goddamn penny. So, let's go. I see you guys in the chat already. Let's start acknowledging some folks. I see House. I see Worse Than a Demon. I see, I don't know how to pronounce that. Alterna. I'll just say that. Appreciate you being here. Odd Man out with the yeah. And, my resident representative of the Super Dragon Ball Heroes clan, Mr. SN Chris, in the chat. You guys are all here. Welcome aboard. Welcome back. It's glad to have you guys. I am very happy to have you guys. Wait a minute. Oh, why is this off? That's so weird. I know I fixed it. But anyway, so what are we starting with, guys? What are we starting with? So, okay, so let's see. So we're starting with some of that shit right there. Okay, let's see, Chris, what do you got? So I'm gonna just start this convo and say Daima Goku is Xeno Goku. Okay. That's a great start to the conversation, and here's why. The reason why that is because we talked about this earlier on the Super Magic show, and it's actually good that we're bringing this up because you have no idea what Super Saiyan 4 Limit Break is, now do you?
Say that shit one more time.
And that's what I thought. So, in Super Dragon Ball Heroes, there's a form known as Super Saiyan 4 Limit Break. And basically, it's Super Saiyan 4, but stronger. Has a little bit of a different hue, a little bit of a tint different, you know what I'm saying? Into it. It's like kind of, it leans more, it's not purple, but like it just takes the red and it kind of makes it closer to like a magenta rosy kind. But the whole point is it's a little bit stronger.
Who did this?
Goku and Vegeta.
This was in Super?
No, Super Dragon Ball Heroes.
I'm talking about some bullshit.
Okay, all right. So, all right, guys, forgive me ahead of time. Forgive me ahead of time, okay? He is not very accepting.
We don't talk about heroes here.
I know. We
not on a serious note.
No.
No. We don't do that. We don't do that.
Oh my God. So yeah, forgive me and forgive him because when it comes to Super Dragon Ball Heroes,
you can know me and not you. Let me tell you.
You and him would go back and forth roasting people.
Exactly. Exactly. That would be the favorite part.
Yeah, it'd be a lot of fun. But yes. So anyways, yeah. So that's basically super what the Limit Break is. Now I don't think it is at all, obviously. I just want to put it out there, but I am mentioning, because that's where our conversation is starting. Oh, hold on. Let's say hi to some people. So I see Jared, I see Clips, Lily. Everyone, welcome in. Welcome. If you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. Okay? Now, again, for those that are just coming in, this is the Daima Post Show, where we are talking about everything that you guys want to talk about Daima related, pretty much. That's just the sum of it, right? So let's see. Now, okay, so let me see. So Lily did say it's actually called Super Full. Whoa. It's actually called Super Full Power Saiyan 4 Limit Breaker. Can someone get a fact check on this?
Get that shit the fuck out of here. That's too long. That's number one.
Yeah,
Too long.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody saying that shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with that one, because I mean, listen, guys, that is a mouthful, but you know, at the end of the day, I'm here to. So here's the thing, we're here to basically talk about why you guys think certain things are as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna say, like, for example, if we're gonna make the comparison, the connection to this limit break, I'm gonna need y'all to give me some context.
Why are we still talking about heroes?
I'm trying to be fair to the chat.
To the nitty gritty.
Okay, what nitty? Oh, sorry. All right, so you start the conversation. What do you want to talk about?
Where's the demon has something?
Where's that demon has something? Where do you got?
I don't know. I can't see it no more.
Okay, I can find it. 1 second.
I think it was demon.
You think so?
Said something.
What did it say?
Can you scroll up? Or I can't.
I can scroll up for you. Yeah, actually.
It was above Jared.
Oh, this one right here. Okay. Yeah, we'll go with that one. That's a good one. Hold on. Where's my mouse? I'm trying to highlight it so that you guys can see where exactly we're at right now. Okay, boom. Here we go. Okay, now the question here, or the statement is, have y'all noticed the similarities between Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan 4 transformation? So we could start with that, because this is a big layered question. Okay, so what do you think?
Between Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan 4?
Yeah, so the similarities. There's a blaring one, an obvious one.
I mean, the red?
The hair, yes,
Yeah,
correct.
the hair,
Okay,
that's
so
about
that's one. All right. Now, if there's any others, go ahead. Feel free to chime in.
I mean, as far as from like a eye-to-eye standpoint, that's probably the only thing I mean, the red eyes, the red hair.
Okay. Yeah.
That's pretty much about it.
Okay.
As far as the white aura, I could see why Demon said something about it having some Ultra Instinct God Key or something like that. I saw something like that in the comments where somebody was saying how the white aura surrounding Goku after he powered into Super Saiyan 4, somebody said like it reminded them of Ultra Instinct a little bit, because that's what that form has, but I don't think so.
Okay.
Obviously, you know.
Okay. All right. So what else? What else you got? Or is that it? Do you want me
That's
to?
pretty much it.
Okay. So my obvious, anyone that's coming in, what's up? I do see you guys. Not ignoring anyone. We're just trying to get through some of these comments. Again, if you want a super chat, please feel free, and then you will literally take the wheel once you do that. Pretty much, right? Anyway, so the similarities between Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan 4 right now are obviously the hair and the eyes, like you mentioned. The aura, you can argue, because of the fire. If you remember,
I saw it in the Kamehameha, but that was it.
in the Kamehameha, but when he initially powered up, there was fire involved.
Yeah,
There was blue, there was red. It was a nice little mixture of crazy power. They really wanted to emphasize like how OD this transformation clearly is, right? So let me read the rest of this. So the rest of it says, they both had this blue aura surrounding Goku. So I think what Uchi said about Super Saiyan 4 possibly having God Ki is true. Now, me talking about God Ki, I didn't specifically say Super Saiyan 4 has God Ki, but I made the connection, or I started to make the connection that what they could do in the future is connect that with like the Ultra Instinct, and essentially like that. Let's call it the heavenly transformations, the heavenly beings, the Super Saiyan God, the blue, and obviously UI, with UI being the asterisk, because obviously it's levels above the God forms, but it's not a transformation. It's more of a technique, as we've said. And you guys, if you guys caught the Super Magic show, you already heard Geekdom basically saying, hey, like, yeah, like, it's transformation, you know, very similar to Kaioken. But what I also did say, and I'll point out again for anyone that may not have heard this, is that I believe that this is their opportunity, if they wanted to make Super Saiyan 4 more meaningful in actually being maybe on par with God Ki or stronger, or they line it up to where it goes toe to toe with God Ki. And like at that point it's just like, well, if this is a deeply rooted power that needed an Namekian to legitimately infuse his demon magic to unlock that, I don't even know if you can really consider it an unlock more than a mutation, because that's kind of what happened. Like Geekdom goes in on it. Jordan definitely goes in on it. They talk really great about it, and it's really very interesting to even like, you know, to talk about right there. And speaking of interesting to talk about, we got like a super chat from Mr. Odd Man Out. Yeah, appreciate you, brother, man. Oh, I got you. Yeah. There you go. So Odd Man Out says, this form took notes from everything from heroes to GT to fan art. Oh, okay. Thank you, Legend. Thank you, Legend. And he's a thriving Ozaru on the Patreon. Okay, let's not forget. Yeah, right? He said, he brought this to my attention. Now, I didn't want to say anything because I know in my heart, I highly doubt that they look at fan-made work, but I would love to be wrong about that. Because realistically, Dragon Ball will always be rooted and inspired by Journey to the West. And because Goku is now more closer to Sun Wukong than he's ever been, of course he's going to run like a monkey. I would love to say, oh, that's Nasir right there. I would love to shout out my boy, our boy. But I can't with all confidence, I can't just be like, oh yeah, that because you know what? At the end of the day, it could be, but we'll never know until one day they decide in an interview to be like, oh yeah, like we took inspiration from here, and they drop Legend. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I can see that happening. But other than that, we're just gonna have to play it safe and just more or less make. I don't even want to consider it an assumption when it comes to anything Journey to the West, because there's so much Dragon Ball connection to Journey to the West. Like, bro, did you know? And I actually learned this today. Did you know they had a 2013 Journey to the West movie that Toriyama was asked to do like a cover art for, which is crazy because of course Toriyama, big fan of Journey to the West, he literally made his biggest shit based off of that. So it's like they love him for making Dragon Ball, he loves them for making Journey to the West, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's all love. Like I love to see that. So again, thank you for that super chat, Odd Man Out. Appreciate you. You see anything else you want to point out? Anything that catches your eye really quick?
Nothing really.
Oh, hold on. Wait. Okay, hold on. I see something right here. Hold on. Right at the end. Chris, Toyotaro was recruited from fan art. You have a point. I have to ding that. For those that don't know, Toyotaro responsible for Dragon Ball AF. You know what else happened in AF? I'll give you 1. I'll give you 2, 3, 4, 5 Super Saiyan levels right there. My man literally has Super Saiyan 5 in his fan manga in Dragon Ball AF. So here, you know what, guys? Here, let me point this out to you guys real fast. I straight up was actually very pleased to see that there were other people in the chat during the Super Magic show that agreed with me with my theory. That like there's already people that are already thinking ahead like we are, where it's like, oh yeah, Super Saiyan 4, stack it with Ultra Instinct, Super Saiyan 5. Like, bro, like what timeline is this? I really thought, like, I was about to come on this show, and if there was an opportunity to mention that, I really thought I was gonna get cooked. But I was willing to take the chance because, listen, sometimes you got to go out on a limb.
It's a theory.
I know, right? Yeah.
All these other bums fucking coming up with theories that are fucking dog shit.
Yeah. Well, hey, that, I mean, you know.
Like, well, at least our shit's logical.
Of
Like,
course.
we try to line it up as best as possible.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're not saying nothing.
And that's why, and like, listen, like, I'll never come up with any sort of theory without some sort of basis. And if I'm kidding around, you'll know. You know, like, I make it very obvious. Like, when I say, like, oh, I want Ku to become Majin Dooku and then fuse with Goku so they could be Goku Dooku or Doku Kuku, some bullshit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying none of that shit, all right? But shout outs, again, another super chat. Our boy, Worse Than a Demon. Thank you very much for that one. I do appreciate it. We appreciate it. So Worse Than a Demon says, just to let y'all know, I wrote a whole paragraph, but I couldn't send the whole thing, so I split it into 3 parts. Are you talking about here in this chat?
I think he is.
Because, Demon, if it helps, you could always try to message me, whether it's through Patreon or Twitter or Discord. And if you want to do it that way, just let me know, ping me, and I'll read it from there. So that way we could get what you want to say. Because that's weird. How the fuck did they... Listen, I don't know why they didn't approve your paragraph? Bro, you want to talk about paragraphs? Yo, Chris probably knows this. Yo, the other day, as the proud content creator that I am, right? I love reading comments. And I love responding to people, whether they're good or bad, right? Because I always like to get the conversation going and maybe help people think more critically if they're not. Tell me how this dude wrote like a whole story for me. I read the whole thing. Respectfully, I did. Because in my mind, I'm just like, you know what? If this guy spent however long writing all this shit, I would feel terrible if that was me writing out all these points. I mean, it's a lot. It's overkill. But you know what? It was just one guy. I was like, you know what? I'm going to read it. I read the whole thing. Now, I will say there's a lot of shit in there that I will definitely agree with more than others. And then there's a lot of stuff that I'm just like, I'm not really feeling it. But there was some decent stuff in there. A lot of like nitpicks and complaints here and there and all that kind of stuff.
Gurun's saying
this one?
He wants to
give Super Saiyan 4 to Broly?
Yeah, apparently. If it transfers into Super.
Louder for the people in the back. Listen, you guys, you ain't got to tell me. You ain't got to tell me. Listen, I think that, and I think like we started talking about this, and I feel like Super Saiyan 4 was meant for Broly. Like think about how strong Super Saiyan 4 seems as is. And don't let's not forget, Super Saiyan 4 already lost.
Honestly, I feel like he has to get 3 first.
You think
I think he needs to stay the course.
You want him to stay on in the lanes.
Stay the course. He can't just skip like that, man.
Everyone
got to go through that shit.
Listen, people do it all the time.
Yeah, man. I mean, Vegeta's the exception in a sense, but that's just because. I mean, I don't know how the story was written.
All right. Well, hold on. Let me see. So I'm trying to find. Demon said that he sent me. Where'd you send it? Twitter or Patreon? Because if it's on Patreon, I'll just pull up the Patreon real quick. No, I don't see anything on Twitter. Hold on.
I don't understand. I mean, Lily had a comment or some shit about Super Saiyan 4 mixed with UI creating Super Saiyan 5. I don't even think that makes sense. Like, that should...
Say that again?
No, there was a comment. Lily, I believe, said it above Worse Than a Demon or some shit. It was about Super Saiyan 4 with Ultra Instinct.
So this one...
not creating Super Saiyan 5. I don't think that just creates Super Saiyan 5, honestly.
So, okay, so Lily says Goku needs to combine Super Saiyan 4 with Mastered Ultra Instinct to beat Black Frieza, creating Super Saiyan 5. Well, that's literally what I've been saying.
But like, I don't feel like Super Saiyan 4 plus UI makes Super Saiyan 5.
But that's what I've been saying.
But I don't know. I don't know if I like 100% agree with that, like low key. But I'm only saying that just because like each form has its own respective like route, I guess. You know. So like,
okay.
Like for example, what would happen if Super Saiyan 3? What if Goku went Ultra Instinct Super Saiyan 3, people would think that's more like Super Saiyan 5 just because of the hair and shit. Like, you see
Okay,
what I'm
I
saying?
see
Like,
what you mean.
Super Saiyan 4 has its own hairstyle, its own look.
Yeah,
mixed
yeah,
with
yeah.
UI, like, you know, I don't know what the distinct features would mean, you know, but I feel like Super Saiyan 5 has to. I feel like it'll come from something different, other than just like mixing the Super Saiyan forms.
Okay, so
You know what I mean? I don't know.
so okay. I think I understand what you're trying to say. So basically, what you're getting at is you don't want Ultra Instinct to just be this thing that theoretically he could just put it on any form, like Super Saiyan plus Ultra Instinct, and then it's just like the white hair version with Super Saiyan, the white hair version of Super Saiyan 2, 3, and so on. Okay,
Yeah,
I guess I could see I could see that. Well, I think in regards to how we want this to happen and how Lily is saying this, I think what would have to happen is because okay. Even if what I just said could happen, if you stack Ultra Instinct on Super Saiyan 2, on 3, it won't be nearly as strong as when you stack it on 4.
of course, yeah.
But I guess the real thing is, if it's a stack, then are we gonna actually call it 5, or is it just Super Saiyan
3 Ultra Instinct,
4 Ultra Instinct, or
like that.
Super Ultra Instinct 4 shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, like I understand that concern now. So I guess they're gonna have to really like if it ever does happen, they would have to make it make sense in the context and be like Ultra Instinct as a technique.
Like, what exactly did he just do? Type of thing. They have to explain like
Well,
what
yeah,
he just did.
They got a lot of splaining.
You know, so.
Okay, hold on. So so Demon did send it over on Patreon. So here we go. So this is from the comment. This is from the super chat. So again, shout out to Demon. So he goes, you can't see it because I'm reading it from Patreon. He says, I know we said Gohan Beast isn't a divine technique nor a transformation, but I think Gohan has his own Super Saiyan 4. Okay. So Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and Gohan Beast all have similar eyes. This is true. But I think it's because Gohan has his ultimate form while being half human and half Saiyan. The core is him being a Saiyan. The amplifier is the human emotion. With the combination of the ultimate form makes Gohan Beast. Do you think that may play into anything that we may see going forward? Because like, if
what, in the anime or in Super?
Yeah, I mean, I guess whichever comes first at that point. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, if we're gonna start to argue that some of these forms that are beast-like have something to do with like the red eye or something like that, then I guess that statement could be from like the Ozaru within or some shit like that, you know?
Yeah.
Because I mean, Gohan has an Ozaru too.
True.
You know, like if we're gonna be technical,
Yeah.
with the Saiyans, all Saiyans have an Ozaru, you know. So as soon as they reach this beast state like form, they might have. I guess the red eye will be like a symbol of that.
Okay.
If they want to carry it along, like, you know what I mean. So I don't know. You know, like I guess we're just gonna have to see. Because like it's within them. You know, it's their inner root. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So yeah. That man spilled out his soul out too in the comment section. Yo, high key, like I almost like I wouldn't want to go back to that comment because we have a lot of comments here that I would like to address while we're live instead of going back to like an old comment from a video. You know what I'm saying? But just know that if you guys want to go digging, this dude wrote me a whole book. It's on the reaction. So if you go on the reaction that we did from episode 18, find the comment that's the longest and just have at it and see and I responded to it. Like I said, I liked it, loved it. I at least loved it, I'm pretty sure, because I appreciated him writing all that in the first place. But yeah, there was one thing that he mentioned that I noticed some other people mentioning in Geekdom stream today, and it was about Zykor. And I don't know if you definitely don't know who Zykor is. Go ahead, folks. Those that know who Zykor is, feel free to drop who Zykor is in the comments so that way we can educate Brother Ooch over here. Because from my knowledge, I think all Zykor is basically like another Goku clone, essentially. But I'm sure there's more to it than that.
Did you see
Who? What do you want me to?
Jared said the Patreon's not working. The link.
Try clicking your link to page. Oh, wait a minute. Patreon, but it's not working. Says not found. Is it just me? Let me see. I will get you a fresh link if in case it.
Fan-made character.
Zykor. I could just Google
Only
it.
brother we know
It's
is
fucking
fucking
Raditz.
Get that shit the fuck out of here, bro.
Okay, here's the link to the Patreon. I don't know why it didn't work prior. I'm gonna put it in chat and I'll pin it. So that way, if you guys wanna check it out for yourselves and become a member, feel free. Hopefully,
Took advantage
should
of
work.
Goku on Yard Jet and had a baby. That's ridiculous. What kind of fan-made shit is this?
Okay, hold on. So, let me see. A character from Dragon Ball AF, a Supreme Kai, I think it was West Kai, uses Goku's DNA and creates Zykor. Here, we have Google. Guys, we have Google. What am I doing? Hold on one second. I'll look it up. Zykor. DBZ, or Dragon Ball AF. Okay. So it says here, Zykor, also known as Zyko, is the main antagonist of Toyble's Dragon Ball AF. Toyble, what is Toyotaro? That's his old name. He is actually a hybrid clone of Goku due to deceitfulness and trickery casted by the vengeful Western Supreme Kai, thus making him part Saiyan and part Shinjin, a Saiyan god. In other terms, Zykor goes to Earth over 100 years in the future after being launched into a wormhole. So, I need to shut the music off for a second.
Are they gonna talk about this shit?
I just realized something. It just hit me. Okay. Guys, I play fair. I play fair. I turn the music off to add emphasis to what I'm about to say. I don't know how I feel about this. I hate when my brain starts changing fucking course, okay? Especially when we had a plan. Like a plan. Like we had our fucking speculation and theories locked in and loaded. And after what I just read, I don't know if Goku's fusing with Vegeta anymore. And I don't know how I feel about that.
Hey, why?
Let me read this to you one more time. Okay. Zykor is a hybrid clone of Goku due to deceitfulness and trickery casted by the vengeful Western Supreme Kai.
Sure.
Okay? Next sentence. Thus making him part Saiyan and part Shinjin.
Yep.
Who is with them right now fighting?
Supreme Kai?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Listen. I don't... Oh, I got to turn the music back on.
So you think it's a three-way fusion?
No. That's too much.
That'd be ridiculous.
That's crossing the line.
That'd be
I'm sorry.
ridiculous.
That's just fucking... That's gonna cross the line, bro. Like, that whole shit already sound like
That ain't gonna
Daima
be
season
no
2.
fucking Daima season 2.
No. Listen. Okay, this is me being personal now. I can't see, and I'm not even the biggest Vegeta fan. I cannot see him getting hoed. No. I defended this guy. Some people would probably that didn't know me would think that I'm one of the big Vegeta heads. I just am sick and tired of seeing a character that is so loved and respected getting hoed. After all these years. Even if, I don't care if Daima takes place before Super starts, they have made it very clear that they are trying to actually, they look like they're trying to have Goku and Vegeta be on the same, level at least, even though they're going through different paths of power. I literally said this, and Geekdom was like, yeah, exactly. So I'm like, you can't do this. Like I'm fighting myself now. Like oh my God. Why'd y'all have to bring up Zycor? Motherfuckers. God damn it.
Zycor ain't even in Daima, bro.
Yeah, I know, but it's the concept. I'm not saying that they're going to give us Zycor, but if Goku fuses... Matter of fact, wait a minute. I already said this. If Goku does a fusion with Shin, with Nahare, that would almost be the equivalent of Goku Black situation.
Sure.
You have a Goku body and a fucking Shinjin. You have a Kai.
Sure.
That's Goku white right there. Not black, but I said that too. I just remembered. But yeah, no. I don't know. Listen, I'm going to go back to thinking that it's going to be Goku and Vegeta, okay? Let's get back to form here, all right? We want the Super Saiyan 4. We want to see that new Saiyan fusion, but I don't know. I will say this, and I don't know if this is going to change anyone's minds now too, because I'm fucking myself. And this is, pause. This is terrible. But let me tell you, after we got off the air, off the magic show, he actually asked me, he goes, do you want to see what happens? And I said, no. He said, do you want to see what happens? Do you want to know what happens to Vegeta?
Why would we want to know? Why would we want to know?
I literally was like, no, thank you. Don't say nothing. Don't show me nothing. And we got off the call.
Wait, this is that?
Today.
Oh, like after the stream?
Yes.
Oh,
after we went off the air. I told him no. I don't want to know more. Please. Dude, I can't.
Did it sound bad?
First of all, it makes me worried.
Well, yeah.
The fact that he asked me. Because I'm like, first of all, why would you ask me? Like in my head, I was like, why would you ask me? Because like that implies like, oh my God, is he not getting 4?
Could be tricking. That's the hope.
Dude, I can't, like, I will be so upset for Vegeta, bro. I'm sorry. I can't see my man, the Prince of all Saiyans, getting hoed again. We cannot, listen, you already know how they got fan art of everything as it happens. There are so many talented artists out there that are drawing not only just Goku Super Saiyan 4, but they're already going out of their way to make a Vegeta design.
Yeah, I already saw that on Twitter.
And if they don't go through with this, listen, I know that we have more surprises left in Daima with these last 2 episodes, but if Vegeta doesn't get that shine as well, I will be sick.
It'll be like I said this before. It'll be like Kid Buu all over again. Like
exactly.
where he was on the sideline and shit.
Exactly. I don't want him to be sidelined. Like the fact that they're fighting Goma and it's taking all hands on deck and everyone's involved.
Besides Vegeta right now.
Yo.
He's too hurt. He's too hurt.
My God. I'm just...
8th leg. So you try Super Saiyan, but it's not working, I think.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Say that again?
8th leg.
8th leg. Where you at? Okay, so I just tried to send a super chat, but apparently freaking YouTube won't allow me to add my card because I'm not from the U.S. There has to be a way, because I see people sending super chats from all other countries.
Do you have to make it an option on your end to like receive?
No, because I've received
like the conversion or something.
Yeah. I mean, I could check. You want to keep reading? You want to keep reading comments, and then I'll check right now on my end right now just to make sure. But I'm pretty sure we should be good.
As an arena saying.
That's Chris.
Goku will kill Goma and Arinsu is going to retreat with some of Goku's DNA and she's going to create a Majin using
He
his
fucking
DNA.
said that shit to me in text message. You crackhead.
That's crazy. Demon saying Vegeta gets hoed once again and dies. As a prediction, I guess. There's Lily with the super chat.
Okay, go ahead. Read it. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Broly got Super Saiyan 4 and Dragon Ball Heroes. Appreciate the super chat, but why the fuck we talking about heroes for?
Yo, just acknowledge the goddamn people, bro. Come on, man.
Listen. Heroes was the game in Japan, right? Back in the day that we tried to play in?
I have it on the Switch too. It's also on PC. And it took us 8 years to get it.
Because I remember the card game in the arcade or whatever.
That's Super Dragon. That's Heroes.
Yeah, that's Heroes. I remember that shit. Another super chat, Chris. Appreciate you.
Thank you, guys.
Neo said, what if Goku uses a demonic spirit bomb? He gathered energy from all demons in the demon realm. I mean, I could see that as a possibility if he wants to utilize that move.
Yeah, my bad, guys.
But
I tried looking at the settings, and if you guys, for whatever reason, if you guys are like from another country or something like that, and you're trying to send a super chat, I have no idea why. It's a YouTube end. If anything, try hitting up support to see if they can allow you to add it, or try adding like another form of payment. I have no idea, but we do appreciate you trying. If you are trying to make a super chat in, if not, you can always become a Patreon. So there's always that too. Cause listen, we're out here, and pretty much like, you know, doing this Daima post show is gonna look like what's gonna happen going forward. But let me give my 2 cents on the Broly got Super Saiyan 4 and Dragon Ball Heroes, right? Yes, and it was fucking hype. Thank you very much.
I'm not surprised it's hype, and you know, it's a different look, but it's not you know, real. It's not canon.
Oh, you had to do that, huh?
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's not in the story right now.
You had to go there.
It's not in the fucking story right
you
now.
know, at this point, I feel like it's below the belt if people are gonna go out of their way and be like, "Oh, it's not canon. It's not canon." Listen. I'm at the point in my life now where I'm not trying to shit on people's dreams, but I at least let them down lightly.
Nah. shit that's outlandish don't deserve that.
Well, anyways, Chris, thank you for the freaking super chat, bro. I do appreciate you. Let's see. Oh, here we go. So, Worse Than a Demon says, I just remembered Super Saiyan 4 Goku can't have any type of God Ki because Piccolo's senses his ki. Yeah. Well, see, here's the thing, though. Okay, so that's a good thing. I'm glad you brought that up, because in reality, like I mentioned before, all they have to do is tell us, the viewers, how Super Saiyan 4 is so strong that it is on par or stronger than God Ki. They just have to get to that point. Which one you want to comment or talk about? I'll just highlight it.
Y'all remember Dragon Ball Fusion? Well, Gurren said this. Y'all remember Dragon Ball Fusions where 0.5 people could fuse, while the fusion bug in Daima allows 3 people to fuse that? We don't even know that.
We don't.
There's no facts that says there's automatically 3 people can fuse with that bug. Just because it shows 3 people or whatever the image was on it doesn't mean that.
Yeah.
So until it's used, we can't say nothing. Honestly.
Yeah, basically. So I will go with you on this, because I thought originally that based on the emblem, it has 3 people on it, but what it could really mean is it's 2 people that make the one.
Make the one, yeah.
Exactly. That's what I'm pretty sure it's trying to depict. A 3-way fusion would actually be crazy. It's something that we've never really seen before in Dragon Ball. If it happens, cool. But if it does, who?
What, the third? The third version? I don't know. I mean, maybe an Namekian. Or some, I don't know. Like, the fusion bug can be a variety of things, you know. It could maybe mean what we just kind of said, you know, the two people into one,
right,
you know, to make the one being. It could also require certain rules where it's either they have to be like 2 different, I'll say like regions or something like that, or like they would have to be like a Saiyan and like Shin, for example, or like a Saiyan and a Namekian or something like that. Like they have to be opposite races, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, to make one being. You never know though. But obviously we would just rather see Goku and Vegeta do it over everybody else.
Yeah. Yeah. See, my thing is like right now, no one is like on par with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, Piccolo comes close. Glorio seems pretty strong, but I don't know if he'd be like enough to even be worth fusing with. You know, like he would basically just give them like Raikiri powers. You know what I'm saying? Like lightning abilities or effects and all that.
I want to see all of that, bro.
Yeah. Oh, so here we go. So let's see. House says, I don't know. Now that I'm looking at the sign for the fusion, it definitely looks like 3 people fusing into one. Joey, can you send me that? Whatever, just send it to me on Discord and I'll open it on my end because I need to take a closer look at that myself. Just so that we're sure what we could be getting ourselves into. Because if it is actually 3 people, then I'm going to have to go with what Demon is saying too. It'd be Goku, Vegeta, and fucking Shin.
Yeah. That would probably make the most sense.
Yeah.
Because it would be, Goku and Vegeta plus a Glin. So to make like a god. Because if they're facing the Demon Lord with this third eye that has amazing power, they need to offset that.
Exactly. Yeah. Let's see what else you guys got here. So, 8leg. Let us know if the Patreon link that I put in the pin tab worked. The form felt like Super Saiyan 4 Kaioken. I heard the movement effect. Oh yeah. So we talked about this on the Super Magic show. Geekdom straight up said like it has no it doesn't mean anything. So sorry to kind of put that one down, but it is what it is. All right, so here goes another one from Chris. I know you don't want to acknowledge heroes. You're correct. But at the end of the day, anything is possible. It may not be canon, but it can become canon any day. Super Saiyan 4 is here. Broly is here. It's possible. Okay. I'm glad you said that too, because now at this time, I want to remind folks that the difference between canon and how people use the word is that when you want something to become canon, what you're actually saying...
A part of the story.
But you want that... Say this is GT Goku. When someone says, I want to see Super Saiyan 4 from GT canon, you're saying you want this in Daima. But this is not in Daima.
No.
What you have is in front of you. That. Right there. That fucking shaker right there. The green poggers. Okay? Let's say that's Super Saiyan 4 that Daima got. What that is not we just made it canon. No, what we did was we made a new form that obviously, I don't want to say ripped off, but it took the
features.
It took the features,
and they made it
some of the characteristics, and they changed it, and that's what we got. So the same thing applies to Broly. Because Broly in Dragon Ball Z is not the Broly we got in Super. It was inspired. But let's see. Watch, hold on. I see this one. Hold on. Watch, we see Janemba Super 17 and Baby in episode 20. I love Demon, but that's fucked. Yeah, nah. Listen.
I don't mind looking at stuff outside of the actual story, but I guess stuff like Heroes, it's like an imaginary type of realm.
What do you mean? You hate that shit?
What? Or what?
You just did you realize what you just said? You said you don't mind looking at that stuff. You absolutely mind.
Well, no,
you shit on it all the time.
Well, no, because back in the day we watched what's that fan made
Absalon. Oh, hey, rise up for Absalon. Y'all fuck with Absalon? Let us know. That was what we had back in the day before Super.
Because nothing was out.
Exactly. Nothing else existed.
When the new shit is not coming out, you have to rely on the fan made shit.
Exactly.
And I mean that's what Heroes is. That's what Absalon is. That's what Nasir did, with Legend and shit.
True.
So those stuff, that stuff is enjoyable to watch. But you also have to know that it's not a part of the fucking story. Yeah. So you have to separate the two. You could, at that point, once you watch it and shit like that, you could wish for it to kind of come to life within the story. But there has to be a fine line.
Okay.
So niggas that want Super Saiyan 4 Broly because it's in Heroes, doesn't mean, I'm not saying it's not going to happen in, the story eventually or something like that, because he's now in the story,
right,
in the timeline. It just needs time, and they need to make it make sense for him to get that form.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it's never gonna happen, or I'm not thinking about it, but right now it's just not happening.
So guys, for those that didn't know, I actually recently made a brand new Twitch account to do reactions on stream to shit like this, and of course the official stuff as well. So if you don't mind, follow that link and follow that account, because you're not going to want to miss whenever I do go live and I react to Absalon, to Deliverance, to any of the Kakume manga, to Daima episodes, to old GT, NZ, like all that shit and other animes and more. You're definitely going to want to make sure you're on par with that as well, okay? Well, let me just actually do a link. But I did a test stream the other day. There it goes. I did a test stream the other day, and we actually watched a Hyorin Jutsu fan-made Goku fight where it was like Super Saiyan Blue before the Tournament of Power started, Goku versus GT Goku. Interesting fight. It was fun to watch. And then we also started watching the episode in Dragon Ball GT when Goku gets Super Saiyan 4 for the first time. And we compared and contrast the English version, the Japanese version. Hold on. I actually want to show you the clip off my phone. I'm not going to pull it up on like any of the apps. But I need you to see this video so that you can understand how funny the Japanese version of GT when Goku's a fucking great ape sounds. Okay? I need you to see this. Here. Watch this shit right now. We're going to get his reaction right now. Right now he don't remember shit. Wait. Hold on. I need to see something. Oh, hold on. Let me see what you guys are saying right now. So, oh, wait a minute. Absalon's not done? 12 is coming out this year. I thought Melavelli was done with it. Oh, Fuse pick sent on Discord, by the way. Okay, let me see this shit. I'm going to take a quick look-see.
You know, just looking at...
Wait, listen. That is how GT Goku Golden Great Ape sounds in Japanese.
That's diabolical.
Yeah.
I think, speaking of Super Saiyan 4 transformation, just looking at the features of ape form before he, controls his thoughts and, all his shit to transform into Super Saiyan 4.
Yeah.
They probably took the red eyes in GT from the ape and established like that look for him in this series.
Yeah.
And then as far as the yellow pants is concerned, it's probably because this motherfucker's yellow.
Oh, no. So, okay, the funny thing, the whole thing about this pants shit that we've thought for years? The crazy part is, and I don't know why it took my adult eyes to really see this, Goku does not get a costume change at all. Like, obviously, his top part disappears. Like, it must infuse with his fur underneath or whatever, right? That much stays, but his pants are the same. Let's not forget, his outfit in GT was yellow pants, blue gi, like blue shirt.
Sure, yeah.
In Daima, it's his standard orange.
Yeah,
his pants are orange. They're not yellow at all. At first, when we're trying to see Super Saiyan 4 from how we remember it, our mind must have tried to play tricks on us and being like, oh yeah, like that's the yellow pants from like GT, but it wasn't. Like when you really look at it,
see no orange.
No. He's wearing the same pants. They don't change. He doesn't get a fucking costume change like we thought. Yeah.
I guess I gotta double take.
Yeah. We had to double take that shit. Okay. So yes, I did just look at the picture. If you go in the Full Power Podcast Discord, you can see. Which, by the way, you guys can join if you're part of the Patreon. But if you go to the one of the chats in the Full Power Discord, Joey just posted the what the picture looks like. I'll show it to you. Oh yeah, he sent it to me too. Here, if you can't find it, this is what it looks like.
I'm looking at it.
Okay, so you can clearly see that actually does look like 3 people.
I guess we'll see.
I guess we will see.
We're just gonna have to see, bro. They have to find that shit in the first place because it's lost.
Yeah.
In the source.
They're gonna find it in episode 19. I'm pretty sure. So let's see. So Ahmed says, I don't think it will be 3 fusions because the issue is there are only 2 bugs. That's true too. If Super Saiyan 4 can happen, Cooler's going to happen. That's a separate thing. I will agree with that. I think, okay, side note, a little break from the Super Saiyan 4 stuff and the Daima stuff. Out of all of the characters that are within the non-canon realm, Who is next? Cooler or Janemba? I'll put a poll in the chat right now so you guys can vote as well.
This is after the series?
Whenever Dragon Ball decides to get fucking past End to Z, who's next? I want to say who's next? Janemba or Cooler?
I mean, I would probably say Cooler. And I say that just based off of wherever Frieza is gonna be, because if at this point we know that Black Frieza is a thing in the show, will be at some point. But whenever they skip to that part, I feel like we would want to see Cooler over Janemba, because honestly they could save Janemba till after they defeat Frieza, or they can kind of twist the story and just save Black Frieza because he's so fucking strong, and either use both of them as his new force, like Cooler and Janemba, and kind of combo them into just like his team, his new team and shit, or his new warriors. You know,
that reminds me, do you remember when we talked about this forever ago, like years ago, and I was like, what if Frieza made an army of characters that essentially resembled all of the non-canon characters from the movies?
Yeah. And like he made his own little tournament.
And, a tournament, you say?
Kind of like the Cell games in a sense, you know, but his shit, like his shit. His warriors.
That would be fire.
He gathered his warriors from all types of universes or realms.
Ooh, that's heat.
Like he went deep in the demon realm.
That's heat.
Shit and found Janemba, you know what I mean?
Fuck.
Like shit like that, you know? That would be cool as fuck.
Imagine if Frieza tells the stories like, when I was training for Black Frieza, I came across all these pathetic beings that seemed to have some potential, and I fucking some bullshit like that, right?
Honestly, I could kind of see like Frieza being that type of character, especially after like one-shotting Ultra Ego and Instinct, to be like, I'll give y'all X amount of time to gather your forces and to indulge in my tournament before he destroys the world. Or some shit, like for the final time.
You know, it wouldn't be Dragon Ball without a tournament at some point. You know what I'm saying? Like they always have a tournament, even though like when you think about it, like Dragon Ball had tournaments. In Z, they obviously had a tournament with Cell, kinda, right? And then in the Buu arc, they had another world tournament. Like an actual world tournament, even though it got fucking fucked because of Vegeta. And then the way it was supposed to end with End of Z, another tournament. So Dragon Ball fashion, there are supposed to be tournaments. And come on, let's be honest, this is a shonen anime. We gotta have tournaments. We gotta see what's up, Wagwan. You know what I'm saying? So and again, we pitched this years ago. When we were talking about this, when Black Frieza first debuted in the manga, and I literally was like, I said something similar on the Super Magic Show today too, where I said that I want Frieza to be the final boss. Like, however long they decide to continue the story, fine, but I just want Frieza to be one of those characters that's around. You know he's like the big objective, but there's other characters that are in the way, that are almost kind of like a ladder. Like they gotta defeat all these guys just to get to Frieza's level. But at the same time, Frieza's not sleeping no more. See, while they're trying to get stronger, which they will, and they come across all these other characters, whether he recruits them or not, whether they get in the way because of Frieza, he puts them in their path or not, it's one of those things that they feel like they're getting closer to his power. And then he fucking says, "You're not good enough," right? Like some bullshit like that. And like I coined the term White Frieza as a joke because like Black Frieza is his current strongest form. And obviously you might be saying, bro, he's already white. What are you talking about? But like it would just be pure white. And now I have a better phrase. And we've said this years ago. We got golden, we got black. Imagine if he goes fucking platinum Frieza. Come on, son. If the Saiyans can look at the history. He hates these fucking monkeys, right? He hates them. And he probably gets so annoyed how they have all these different colors and their hair changes. So now he's changing all his colors. It's like he's becoming the thing he hates, right? And that's kind of what happens.
A nigga.
No. No, dude. He's literally becoming like exactly how they are, just like they're annoying him to the point where it's like, oh my God, like I am like he's not even gonna probably realize it like that. But at the end of the day, he's like, yeah, no, I'm gonna become stronger and stronger no matter what.
Wait, take the poll down. Dude.
Take the poll?
I can't see the shit. The comments.
Oh, why does it? Oh, wait, do I have to do this?
The whole thing.
Wait, hold on.
You have to click the 3 dots.
Do I?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Well,
this is to close it.
But I can't see shit.
Wait, let me try typing. Hold on. Test.
Nah, it's not. You gotta take it down.
I
I don't think it's gonna remove the actual poll itself.
Well, yeah, for you, it's because you know why? Because I have this zoomed in so that you can read it. But like, can you even read the text like that?
Yeah, I can read.
Okay. I'll show this.
They're dying.
Yeah, because you're out here fucking talking like you're at home, even though you are.
Yeah, you just said he's trying to be what he doesn't want to become. I had to say it.
You should have said monkey.
No.
We're talking about Saiyans.
Yes. And they real niggas. They real niggas.
All right. Oh, yeah, no. I'm on, so the chat that I have in front of me is from it's like from another browser. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay, nice. Hold on, let's see. I'm trying to point out. Let me see. Uchi just tuning in now, but seeing you right after watching Geekdom stream earlier. Yes! Thanks for joining in. We do appreciate that. Welcome to the Full Power Podcast and welcome to the Daima Post Show, where we are talking everything Daima, but we just kind of took a detour and we're talking about all this Black Frieza stuff because, potential and whatnot. So we're having some fun on here. Which, oh my God, speaking of fun, I didn't realize the time. Literally, like, we have been cruising through this episode. How the hell are we already an hour in, basically? That's kind of crazy to me. Hold on. I'm trying to here we go. Okay. All right, let's answer a few more questions or comments, and then we got to get out of here. I'd love to keep going, but we usually try to keep this to an hour. And also here, like I guess I'll close the poll now just to see what you guys what the votes are. And oh, what do you know? What are the results? 91% cooler. 8% Janemba. Shout out to everyone that voted. But yeah, I feel like based on the context, like sure, they can add Janemba at any point, but I think truly the next character should be cooler because of the family ties and, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, Janemba would be a cool tie-in to kind of have a reason to go back to the Demon Realm, assuming that's where he's going to be planted.
Mm-hmm.
Like later in the story, and then maybe he'll be the reason why we are able to see Super Saiyan 4 again.
Yeah.
In the actual, like, super timeline, I guess, if we want to say it that way.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But
so hold on. This next comment that I'm reading right here. So this is from Neo. Uchi, do you think Goku creates a demonic spirit by absorbing all magic from the demon world instead of energy? It'd probably be a spirit bomb powered by magic. Yeah. So about the whole spirit bomb, if he does do one, should be red. It'll be red because again, demon world and the realm is very red based, and it would go with the theme. It would definitely match how he looks in Super Saiyan 4. Yeah. But the energy he would be pulling in, it would be demonic energy. It would be demonic magic, I guess, or ki, and it would be red and it would be fire. And I think it would actually make sense for him to do it as a Super Saiyan 4 because now he is like a mutated, version of himself. Which, oh man, I am glad that I just remembered this point that I briefly mentioned it on the Super Magic show, and I'll talk to you about it right now. So you know how we're thinking of like, how can they end this and make it tie and connect with everything that comes after? The only solution that I can see outside of them getting their minds wiped, because realistically, I don't want them to lose their memories. I want them to remember this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I want to propose that after everything's all said and done, I think the safest thing they could do is if Neba decides that he's gonna like almost take what he gave back, like take it away. So that way, like, and he'll give some sort of reason, like, as a balance thing. Because that would be their scapegoat to explain, like, oh, like, this form is actually a lot stronger than it is, and it'll only keep getting stronger. So in order to balance everything, like, I'm just going to have you guys go back to the way things were, and that way y'all can just continue with your lives, since you just wanted to be adults anyway. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but, you know, that's like where I'm at with that. So, let's see what else.
Harrison was spamming a bit, but he said Janemba's not from the demon world; he's from hell. And yeah, there's truth to that, according to the the movie.
So here's the thing: when it comes to Janemba from Dragon Ball Z, yes, he's from hell.
Yeah.
But if he becomes a character in the current actual main continuity of the story, they can change. They can change that entire origin.
Exactly.
Like the Janemba that we all know will not be the same Janemba. That's just how it works.
I mean, his power. Whenever they put Janemba, assuming one day he's gonna be involved in the actual timeline, his power is gonna be like 10x what we saw.
10x. He
10x.
said. 10, not 10 times. 10x.
It's gonna be 10x.
Yeah.
Like what we know him to be from the movie.
I think so. So if I was to write, like, if I was to be asked, like, how can Janemba be written properly to make sense? You'd have to have something happen again. Maybe if you want to have him, or like if you want him to be from the demon realm, then all you have to do is come up with some situation or scenario where all the demonic energy that, like, okay, perfect. Let's say once they defeat Goma, they defeat him and they destroy the Tertian Oculus. And for whatever reason, because it gets destroyed, it disperses all of its fucking demonic power into, like, Guk or whatever. And similarly to how Janemba was born in hell from just raw evil energy, it's like similar, except it's not evil, it's demonic. And because the Tertian Oculus seems to, I guess, like, I mean, they never mentioned, like, what would happen if you gave it to a good person. You know what I'm saying? Like, does that make them evil, or does that just make them super, super overly powered? You know what I'm saying? Like, those are questions that people should really be, like, wondering. But, like, if we're entertaining this whole Janemba thing, like, I guess that's how I would write him, for it to, like, be a better version, or, just a newer, updated version than what we've seen in Dragon Ball Z. Would have also taken Cooler as a Universe 6 character rather than Frost. See, I don't... Okay, I can see why you would say that, but my thing is, I wouldn't want Cooler to just be a Universe 6 variant, because Frost is a variant of Frieza, essentially. If we're going to get Cooler, I still want him to be Frieza's older brother.
Of course.
I at least want that to stay intact, you know? Always down for a tournament. I'm trying to just catch up with some of you guys. Okay. Let's see. Uchi, Dragon Ball could go the route of DC, where Frieza could be Darkseid, in a sense of him killing the gods and have his own planet and being the Emperor God Frieza. Oh, and the ruler of all beings. What do you think about that? That seems pretty fucking interesting.
What, Frieza being an emperor?
Well,
like a planet or some shit?
Well, yeah, but destroying the gods of destruction and all that shit.
I mean, when he reaches Black Frieza, he seems like he's practically a god of destruction already. Or, I mean, I haven't seen the power myself, but I've only just seen, some pictures and all of that shit. So, judging, like, just seeing how powerful he is just from the manga's perspective, he would definitely, I feel like he's gonna get more confident to challenge the gods of destructions and stuff like that, and start trying to fight them maybe. Or that could potentially happen, because I mean, I think one of his targets would probably be Beerus first, because he hates Beerus.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
you remember, do you remember when Kai was on here and he made the suggestion where Frieza would do Beerus's job, which he's supposed to be destroying shit, and he hasn't. He's just been sleeping. And so essentially his idea was that Frieza would kind of be showing off to like the high priest, like Whis' dad, being like, hey, like, I'm not a god of destruction, but I'm literally doing your god of destruction's job, so make me a god of destruction, or some shit like that. And because they're not really supposed to be involved anyway, like they see things like very, like they don't get involved. So it's like, if they see like, oh yeah, he is doing your job, like that'd be kind of crazy.
But if they like, I could see a world where to take Beerus' job, he has to kill him.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So like, in order to impress the priest or some shit like that would probably have to happen.
So you think in order to impress the high priest, he would just have to
take his spot.
Kill Beerus?
I mean, Frieza is Universe 7, so he can't just create a whole nother god of destruction, I don't think. He has to be the god of destruction of the universe.
Or
of said universe.
Imagine, I don't think they're gonna do this either, but imagine if he was actually impressed with Frieza actually doing Beerus' job, and instead of just having them fight, that would actually, I just tangented myself, that would be crazy. Imagine if they fought over it.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, it would have to be a fight, and I don't think Frieza's just not gonna not kill him.
Well,
I
yeah,
feel like
right.
He would aim for the kill.
It would have to. That's what it would have to be.
Then, like, I feel like, oh my god. I mean, that would create such a tense story at that point, because if Goku and Vegeta are watching that shit, and then they see Frieza kill Beerus or some shit,
damn,
that would hit them hard.
Yeah, it would hit
Beerus, although he's not necessarily training them, it's Whis. Like, they still have built a connection.
He helped them too.
Yeah, no, he definitely helped them. But I feel like Beerus has maybe a closer connection to Beerus. You think, or what do you think there?
About what?
Like a personal connection. Like who does Beerus, I guess, have a better vibe towards?
I mean, lately it's been Vegeta.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So like, I feel like if Frieza killed Beerus in front of Goku and Vegeta, I feel like it would hit Vegeta like 10 times harder than Goku.
Yeah, because that's a master. That's a sensei.
That's exactly my point.
Yeah, that would be crazy. The other thing that I was gonna suggest was if they brought back one of the universes that they destroyed and gave it to Frieza to rule over as a god of destruction. That's a far stretch, but I mean, all of this is a fucking far stretch.
Nah.
But okay, let's see. Okay. So back to Daima talk. Neva is going to die and take his power with him. Dende is going to have to learn how to use the power that Neva had. I see some people making similar comments like this, like wondering if Dende will be like the Neva inheritance person. I honest to God, I don't want to see Neva die. I love his character. I love what he's brought to the table of Dragon Ball and what lore and like the things that he's expanded upon, and just knowing that there's another strong being that exists like Neba is like a treat. So it's like, I personally would not, I don't want to see him die.
I don't think he's gonna die. I think he'll remain alive within this demon realm, and if we see the demon realm again later in the future, some shit within the storyline, then he'll be one of those go-to characters.
Guys, I just came up with a fucking crazy ass idea that I don't know if anyone's gonna like this. So to go off of what Joey was saying, if Neba dies, how about if when we get to okay. Let me base this. So if we're to believe that Super Saiyan 4, the power is accessed by it being unlocked by a strong-ass Namekian like Neba, right? To infuse that demonic power into like the Saiyan DNA, and then that's what helps them bring it out, right? So if for whatever reason they go back to Earth and they cannot do it, and that's obviously why we haven't seen it ever since, they're gonna think back and be like, man, we need something stronger than what we got, but we don't have Neba anymore. So who are they gonna look to? Piccolo. Because Dende, you could argue like, oh, but how come it couldn't be Dende? Well, as far as we know, Dende...
he's not strong enough.
But who is?
Or maybe old enough. But...
and guess what? Piccolo just got the fucking Shenron blessing. Shenron gave him more than he asked for. He gave him this orange form. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, there's clearly a Namekian Saiyan relationship.
But, you see, because what's like Guru labeled?
Oh, no. Okay, I know where you're going with that. So, Geekdom said this on the stream earlier. I know what we talked about it off stream, and I was giving you the whole, like, potential spiel. It's not like that. Like Guru, for the time, was obviously looked at as a strong character. But this is how much more OD Neba is.
Oh, yeah.
Neba
100%.
is eons stronger than Guru. What Guru did to Gohan and Krillin doesn't mean shit in comparison to what Neba did to Goku.
I wouldn't say yeah.
So it doesn't even scale. It's nowhere near. That's how strong Neba is.
But, okay, I understand that, but then it's like, how is Piccolo gonna be able to do exactly what Neba did? You know.
But that's the thing.
Like if
it would have to, at that point, it would then become like a Piccolo focused thing, because obviously by nature it's like, yeah, obviously we need him to be able to do it so that way the Saiyans can, of course, finish the job. But at the same time, it's like, holy shit, like this gives Piccolo more purpose now, because he's another favorite character of fans. Like everyone I know that are Piccolo diehards, they were so with it when they came to find out that he and Gohan were the main characters of the movie.
I mean, honestly, they can easily tie the Demon Realm back into the main storyline when they get to that point, when they need to search for more power because Frieza just whooped their ass and shit. They could easily think about the Demon Realm and Neba and shit and try to make a visit over there to see if they could access Super Saiyan 4, since they don't know how to, tap into that,
Hold on. What? Hold on. Where did it go? Demon said, why did Daima Dragon look like Super Saiyan 4 Dragon? So, okay, so Purunga, I actually did love how their dragon is Purunga, and I didn't know why I didn't think of that sooner. And the fact that it's red, I mean, demon magic. Demon magic seems to be very red and all that stuff, so I'm pretty sure that's what it is. There's so much red in Daima that I started to see red when Wingstop didn't give me my ranch sauce. Then I took the idea from Brandon, if you know the Wendy's lore. Yeah, if you're a real one, you've been here for a while, you know that if you don't give this motherfucker his proper number of sauces, that whole place is gonna get fucking blown. Okay, we gotta definitely head out. So I'm gonna rush through these real fast right now. But again, thank you guys. I do appreciate y'all being here and chatting with us. Let's see. So Frieza killing the Omni King and ruler over the universes. I don't know if he'd ever be able to do that. If he did that, I would feel like at that point the end of the entire story of Dragon Ball would be near. Because I'm just like, okay, that's how you really try to wrap things up, I suppose, right? That would actually go crazy. These Namekians stay dying when the enemy sees them wilding for the team. Yeah. Piccolo is a battle-type Namekian. Yes, that is true. That is very true. But I feel like they could play into that because, like, it would also be such a cool callback to explain why Gohan was able to become as strong as he was. because of his bond with Piccolo, and it wasn't just a bond. There was a deeply rooted reason. It was because there is some sort of relationship between Namekians and Saiyans. So, don't know. Maybe that's why he looked to the dragon for the power up after seeing what Nebo was capable of. Oh, that would be a cool reason if they try to connect that, where like when Piccolo went to go get his orange form.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. This is a nice question. So before we ask if Piccolo can do it too, we have to ask why can Nebo do what he do in the first place? And well, the answer is simple. Neba's that fucking guy.
Age, bro.
He is like the Namekian. That motherfucker been around longer than we could even fucking conceptualize. Like, I'm serious. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. Let's see. Super Saiyan 4 never happened. Yup, I saw that on the Super Magic show. I saw a Reddit post of describing Beerus dreamt of Super Saiyan 4, not what we saw in Battle of God. Super Saiyan 4 is a true Super Saiyan God. Thoughts? Okay, thanks for asking that one. So we were starting to talk about this one a little bit on the Super Magic show. And Geekdom pretty much kind of shot it down. Like, the dream that Beerus had in Super or Battle of Gods was Goku. It was not Yamoshi. It was not some legendary God Saiyan that we've never seen before. I think, though, and you know how Dragon Ball be retconning things, they could probably be like, slip that shit and hope that people don't remember, even though, Dragon Ball fans are chronically tied to everything that happens in Dragon Ball. So, like, if they wanted to change that little bit and twist it and be like, oh, yeah, it was this form. Like if and when Goku does it in Super and Beerus sees it, he'll be like, this is what I dreamed of. Type shit. That'd be kind of crazy, but I don't think it's going to actually happen. But all right, Jared Stewart, thank you guys. Okay, yeah, so I think that's going to be it. So again, guys, quick shout out to the affiliate partner, Poggers. All right, we got, if you look at my brother's table right here, we have the energy, we have the sleep aids. They are an affiliate partner. If you use the code UCHIGANG, link in the description, you can save yourself 10% off on all of these products. They got shakers, they have a sleep aid, they have a hydration mix, and they also have an energy. And the cool thing about them, guys, is that they don't use artificial colors and there's no sugar added. So these are products that are actually a lot healthier for you if you're looking to help your sleep out. And I can say, as someone that has actively been drinking this shit, I can tell you that it actually does the job. I don't get crashes, I don't get jitters, and I'm someone that actually regularly attends the gym, and I do use pre-workouts and all this kind of stuff. When I drink Poggers, I don't feel none of that shit. And I'm not the only one. This guy can attest. He tried the hydration last week, and what did you think?
It was good.
Yeah, okay, it was good. So that sounds like a very real answer that I did not put him up to saying, so that's how you know, okay? And I had mom try the fucking sleep aid. She used it 3 times because it helped her go to sleep.
She did say that.
Yeah, so if you guys are interested from what I heard, and again, it does support, definitely check it out. Link in the description below. You use the code UCHIGANG to save yourself 10%. And of course, guys, if you are trying to become a thriving Ozaru, there's the Patreon link once again. So you can continue to support us. If you threw a super chat at us, we appreciate that. If you became a member, we appreciate that. If you're a new subscriber, we appreciate that. And if you were just hanging out, vibing, and giving us some shit to break down, to discuss, to theorize over, then big thank you to all of y'all, okay? So I think that's gonna be it for this week's episode of the Daima Post Show. We should be back next week, same time, same place, 10:30 Eastern time on Sunday. And don't forget, on my main channel, which you can find on the podcast channel, you will find us reacting to Dragon Ball Daima. And the episodes usually end up getting uploaded super late anyway. So pay attention Friday night, early Saturday morning for those reactions. If you missed out on episode 18, you need to go see it. It was actually featured on the stream. Geekdom played the part where we were fucking freaking out, which I was very surprised about.
I saw that.
Yeah, that was love. We really appreciate him doing that. And I didn't ask him to do it. I was surprised that he wanted to do it himself. So I'm just like, dude, that's awesome. And he told me years ago. He's like, I don't like watching reaction videos.
He said that
He
on
straight,
the stream. I saw that.
yeah. So it was a lot of love. So thank you guys. Thank you again. Heroes is my canon. Of course it is, Chris. And yeah, let's get hyped for episode 19. A lot more surprises are coming up. We'll see what happens. But again, as always, guys, make sure y'all are taking care of yourselves. May the power protect, keep locked, loaded right here on this podcast. Stay safe, stay clean, stay the hell inside. And we'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.